I've been fighting aliens, some probably say I'm losing it. Man in black with Smith, you might get smacked off on my bitch. Social media is too much joking. To the wheel, it's fucking broken. Memes and knowledge, got the focus. I'm so tired, that's why I'm smoking. If you don't love me, then keep it going. Ice came for sun, blue came for ocean. He's the weed it right, not very broken. Sick of energy, true words spoken. Father time is never losing.
What's up, everybody? How everybody doing today? My name is Willie Jamez. This is the start of my podcast. Something new, something I've always wanted to do. I just felt like it was finally time to jump in. Not really gonna have limits on what I talk about. I'm trying to stay on subject when I do come on here to talk about something though. Today I wanted to really talk about this new movie I saw out that I seen everybody talk about. Just wanted to give my perspective on it. You know, I thought it was a pretty dope movie. A movie that's gonna live forever. Every once in a while we get blessed with some classics. And this particular movie was called They Kloned Tyrone. And I felt like they was giving a lot of insight. You know, in my perspective, I felt like they was talking about spirits. You know, nobody talks about spirits, and human beings are the very spiritual people. We're in this shell. I'm behind these eyes. I am not here. I'm here, but I'm not here. Spiritual, a ghost running this body, so to say. But in the movie, it's clones, of course. They clone Tyrone. But to elaborate why I would say their spirits are, to give you an example of, we be meeting the same type of spirits all the time. You ever had the same manager? Not the same manager, but the same type of manager at a different job. Like, man, I was just putting up with this type motherfucker. Or that same type of co-worker. Like that tattletale co-worker. They make all these statuses about all these same similar type of people. Do you ever wonder about that? You never wonder why a zodiac can predict your whole life? Or these statuses can predict these same people around us that we know these statuses are talking about. And if nobody really is teaching us the purpose of all of this information that's given to us, then you kind of really got to go out here and experience what's being talked about. Clones or spirits. Like me, for example, by experience, I was dealing with the same type of female more than one time in a different face, on different levels. Why? Experience could be good, but not everybody needs to really experience everything. There needs to be more teachers out here really teaching the real purpose, because if you get out here and you keep going to the same type of person, then at that point, when you're going into the same type of person, you need to realize why you're attracting that. People might be clones or spirits or whatever I might be saying, but you gotta also question yourself, why are you attracting that in your life? But when I say everything don't need to be experienced, like, I feel like there are gate holders like over our children, and that's the high risk when you don't know what you're doing. We're making spirits with children, and we go out here, we just doing what we're doing, and we should have been already understanding and learning what we was doing before we partaking in some of the things we did. But sometimes some of us only know from experience. So what I would say why clones are is a person that's a human has a being. Your heart beating is running off of something. We all are here in the flesh, but we're inside. This is an illusion for people that fall for it. And the clones are, it's kind of hard to explain, but it would be like everything that we learned. If we want to tap, if I say I'm black, then I take everything that comes with being black. I take all the history, and that's what I am. I'm black. If I say I'm Pisces, that's what I am. Pisces. Like, now I'm only that. I'm only just that. Like, some people never meet the spirit that's inside of them, and the only thing they know is whatever society say that they are, or whatever some movie say they are, or whatever some zodiac say they are, or whatever some religion, or whatever many more, etc. say they are. But that's really how people are, like, being cloned and programmed to be the same thing. It's not really physically cloned, it's spiritually. And it all starts within, because we are not this. And if you see the same thing like over and over again, and you know that it's not physical, it's not here, it's coming out, the process is here, goes in here. So that goes for everybody. It's really, it's like an amazing school/puzzle. It's really not words that can explain, because even if you knew about all this information or whatever, or whatnot, and you say you brown so-called unwoke people or whatever, people that's not aware of these things, it becomes a test to you, because if they don't know no better, but you do, now it's your decision on how you react, because you're going to deal with these same things over and over again in a different way. It might look different in the physical, but it's got the same essences and the same energies that you're still dealing with. So it's really all on you. And that's why the people around you for a reason. You manifested them all around you. You take that for however you take it, look around, and if you don't like it, change it. And when you change it, you're going to realize the people you manifest around you, then really not no different. They're going to be the same type of people, just they're using their talents and energies for different outcomes. You're going to notice you'll meet that same type of manager, but this time he could be cool. You might be able to talk to him this time because you already work with this type of same clone, so to say. So many times you eventually got to learn how to deal with it because you're going to deal with these same type of energies and people while you're here. So you could spend your existence mad, talking about however these people are on statuses, and you can enter in that frequency and be in that your whole life and keep manifesting that over and over. Or you can grow. We on the planet, plants and stuff, caterpillars turning to butterflies. We on that type of deal. We in the shell. You know, shit. What happens to shells on this planet? They break and the real thing comes out. Let me try to stay on subject. I kind of wrote some notes so I could stay on subject. I was basically gonna say, like, be kind. Like, no matter what. Like I was saying, it's a test for you to just. You're gonna deal with this your whole life, so you might as well just learn how to really maneuver and communicate and deal with these different type of people and energies. Through that, people will see the spirit in them because they see you walking in the spirit. And also, if you're dealing with these same type of spirits over and over and over again, then then this is something I make up theories, so I would say this is a theory. So if you're dealing with the same spirit or clone over and over again, I would say be kind, because you're gonna meet this person over and over and over again for your whole life. So take care or do the right thing, because when you meet that person again, then they're not gonna look the same in the physical. They're gonna be somebody else. But you don't know that because you believe what the reality told you. So you thinking everything good, but it's that person that you robbed, or that person you was talking about, or that person you judged. But they come to you in a different face this time. But it could be vice versa. If you doing the right thing, you planting good seeds, and you doing what you're supposed to do, you blessed. They're gonna give you a blessing you don't even know, but it's because you're doing the right thing. You plant your seeds, you walking in the spirit. You're gonna always be at the right place at the right time, and that person gonna be in the spirit and be at the right place at the right time. It works like that. And I just had one more thing under my notes, was like, pretty much there ain't nothing new under the sun. So when that is said, it's basically meaning, if we've been dealing with these same spirits and clones, you could pretty much read anything and figure it out. You could listen to people and figure it out if they're in the spirit, or if they're one of these same. It's like only a certain amount of these clones, so to say, that's out here. So you either know whether they're in the spirit or whether they one of them instantly. And either you try to, like, don't try, I mean, but like, if you don't see like no progression and no, you can't communicate with them, then keep it moving. But let me stay on subject again. I say that because if there's been these same characters that our ancestors, and they was writing on the walls and hieroglyphics and all this stuff, they've been here, they was writing in the stars, these same type of spirits and characters that been here, right, on this earth that we've been dealing with. That everybody, oh, I'm this, oh, I'm that. Okay? There's nothing new under the sun. So it make me think, what are really psychics? Because they're not really, if there's nothing new and these same characters been here, then, you feel me? Because if you're walking in the spirit, you're not really gonna go to no psychic to ask, because you already know you're at the right place at the right time. Like, when you're in the spirit, you just be in the spirit, and everybody knows who is in the spirit. They just know. And you just know that you've been here at that very moment, at the whole time. But let me stay on subject. There's nothing new under the sun. And I was saying, basically, these psychics probably not really what you think it is, because it's almost like a math equation, a perfect math equation, and it just, everything gonna add up to be what it be, and like I say, you're gonna be at the right place at the right time. So for a psychic, probably just gonna, I'm not a psychic, but that's just me making a theory of how they predict stuff, because it's not really like, it's not really what people, it's not really how they explain it on this reality when I looking at it, how I think about it. But I'm just rambling now. I'm gonna try to keep it short. I felt like I did pretty good on my first time. If y'all can give some feedback on what I could do better, or if y'all could give some ideas on videos for the future, that'll be dope. I would really appreciate that. I'm still working on my music too. I got a few albums coming out. I'm really trying to get serious with life and everything I do. I'm not trying to play with nothing that I do. And I appreciate everybody for watching this. And if you could like my video and subscribe, like they say, that'd be dope. Thank you.